Another day, another account. Welcome to I'm Chunky. We're dropping all of this stuff on the floor. We won't be taking any of this, and we'll be talking account check because we'll be going to where we need to go. And given the name and probably the title, you probably already know where this is going. I want to go to the Stronghold Security. Alright, ignoring all the YouTube tabs because I don't know, I have multiple YouTube tabs all the time. These are all the tasks we have. We need to get 30 defense so we can wear adamant armor. We need 15 fire making so we can burn oak logs out of fire. We need 55 magic to cast high level alchemy, 30 magic, 30 mining to mine coal, 57 wood cutting to carve a waka canoe. We need to obtain the iron mace, black robe, red cape, fancy boots, adamant full helm, and the adamant med helm, a shade robe, top and bottom, and a skull scepter. And for the diary task, we have we have 3 different tasks to complete, which is probably just doing some miscellaneous thing. We will get to that when we get to that. And these other tasks is literally everything that we're already doing right now. So we'll be doing everything here before we re-roll another chunk, which is all of these that we have here. And I don't really know if any of these chunks have anything really special next to them. I think maybe you get the cooking cape over here. So if I do have a way to cook food, I will have to get to 99 so I could get the cape and everything. So that will be bad if that is where you get the cape. I don't remember, but we will do all given tasks if it's possible. Alright, so in this chunk, pickaxe spawns on the table inside one of these barbarian huts. I was training some of my mining. I didn't know some of the footage was literally just blacked out, but yeah, I picked up the pickaxe from off the table, and there's actually meat and beer on the table from inside this little barbarian hut, which is where I get most of my food from. The little black area around is where we can't go, so only where there's color on the screen is where I could go. So I'll just be collecting the meat anytime it respawns. We have no bank, like I said before, so there's going to be really cluttered inventory with everything in the future, which I am not looking forward to. I can't wait till we unlock a bank for the first time. And until I get to 30 mining, I'll just be hitting this 10, and then after that we'll be getting into some combat, maybe killing goblins, maybe killing barbarians, who knows, but we will be training our combat, this very combat focused chunk. Oh, wow, this account has been played for a long time at all, and we got a mysterious old man. Yes, I'll do a maze random. Hopefully I get something good like runes. I can't really use any arrows or anything like that, so just runes will be what I want. Alright, and we got some death runes and we got 1 coal. Too bad we need to mine that, but I'll keep the death runes. Alright, and when this rock is over, we should be at 30. And there we go! Woo! Now we can just mine this coal rock, should be the only thing we need to do. And then after that we drop the pickaxe, we can always pick one back up on that table. And there's nothing for us to do with the coal, and we can't even go to a bank, so there's nothing for us to do here. So we'll drop this down, and we'll go pick up some meat off the table, and then go train some of our combat. Oh, buddy, that was Goblin number 16, and we got Brown Scimitar. This is going to be our best training tool, because I believe it's going to be attacking way faster than any other weapon that we have. So, well, I'm happy for this. Very good, and it will speed everything up. And literally 1 kill after that, we literally just got the bronze axe, so we could train our wood cutting and everything. I want to see the whole entire thing with fire, if I can add the log to the fire or anything. I believe so. Is that what this guy's doing, or is he just cooking with it? I'm not sure, but let me try and add a log to the fire. Okay, I can't add a log to this fire. Okay. Let me see. No, there's no tinder boxes around it, are there? Okay. Don't think I can use it on this fire either, can I? Yeah, no. Dang. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to train my... Oh! Okay, so these fires, and here you can actually use it on. Okay, so it's possible. Okay, good to know. We will be keeping this bronze axe with us since we need to use it all the way to 57, I believe. But I think the barbarians can drop a better one, can't they? Yeah, they can. Oh, at least the higher level ones can. So apparently, you can get a clue in this area. So I can complete beginner clues and maybe get a freaking what's this called? A staff. I mean, it could be a one step. Maybe it's going to be a two step, three. I forgot how much the beginner ones go up to, but I don't know. All I know is if I get this one, we can get it done. Can we get back to back? No. All right. Well, I mean, we tried. I mean, I could probably juggle it, to be honest. Because we got... Oh wait, no, I don't think you can juggle it, can you? Do they both all have to be on the floor before you complete one step? I'm not too sure. Maybe if I get another one, I'll be able to see. Alright, I should have enough coins to buy iron helm. Wait, what about iron full helm? Ooh, okay, no. Alright, I guess I'll get iron med helm for now then, and I'll equip this. And it'll give me a little bit more protection. So, that's pretty nice. Alright, looks like we just got a Dr. Jekyll event while we were collecting some meat. We don't have anything, but that means we get a strength potion, so that's pretty nice. I also upgraded to a members world because I figured out that getting nature runes was going to be a really annoying endeavor unless I got it from like a beginner clue like casket. If I got lucky with one step with a step all the way up there. So yeah, no, we're just going to stay on the members world, which we are on right now. Alright, so we've got 10 base stats for our melee, and we still haven't gotten the red cape from the goblins, so we'll be staying here at goblins until I get that, because it's the only thing that I really need from these guys. That is a part of the chunk task. Any other drops these guys? I'll take the runes, honestly, for later on in the future, for what I need to train magic. Other than that, nothing they drop is really good. Actually, I was looking at the wrong drop table. So this is the drop table that we're looking at right now, because these other ones don't drop the scimitar at all. So actually these guys do drop mine runes, which will be pretty nice, because it's the only way I can really reliably train magic along with the other runes. But the fire and other runes aren't really a problem. The main problem is the mine runes, and then eventually when I get to 35, or not even 35, as soon as I get 17, I can start killing the other creatures. I could drop chaos runes, which will be pretty nice. So it's literally just getting enough mine runes to get me there before everything else. Oh my gosh, we finally got the red cape. I'm sorry to believe it wasn't real. It took us to 202 KC. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Just that we got multiple drops that were just as rare, like the grapes, additional scimitar, even nature runes. I didn't even know you get nature runes from these guys, but we're finally done with you guys, so we can finally move on to barbarians and get our iron mace actually. So I'll be back whenever we get that. Maybe get on the first kill. I mean, these guys hit like a 2. I'm not really too concerned. Oh yeah, these are his stats that we're at right now. I've been training everything in like intervals of 5 or whatever. I think only when I get this up to like 70, if we ever get it that high, then I'll just like keep that behind in intervals of like 10. So I don't know, but for now, this is what we're going to be doing. It's not too bad, all things considered, especially with the meat that spawns over there. It spawns really fast. Not too fast or anything, but yeah. But yeah, first kill, no iron mace, so unlucky. Alright, so I actually did just get a genie event, so I got a lamp. I don't know what I'm going to lamp. I might just keep this for I don't know how long, but this might just stay in an inventory of all this other stuff. Like I'm never getting rid of any of these runes because I need them all for training magic and everything. And speaking of magic, these guys drop a staff, which is pretty nice because I can actually go and auto cast with it, even if I don't save any additional runes or whatever. I was worried about like going into the spell book and just manually casting magic every single time, but I'm glad that's not the case. Just getting the runes is going to be the biggest part. So I'll probably leave the magic task for the end of the chunk because everything else should be achievable with just melee. Alright, so we have 30 defense, so that means we can equip adamant, which will be our best things. We need to buy the adamant med helm and full helm. So we are just going to do a quick little run through the stronghold security, and if we do this we should get 10k gold, I believe. After that we should be good, and I guess we can just go and get the fighter boots as well for other tasks. Actually, I'm not even too sure how hard the enemies at the very bottom floor hit. I will train on these minotaurs soon enough. The minotaurs literally have negative defense on the wiki, which is pretty nice, and I think they only have a max hit of 2, so it's not too dangerous training on them, so that will be nice. And other than that, these flesh crawlers are gonna be nice. Alright, grain of plenty. Got the box of health, one more to go, and we are done. So yeah. And with that, we just got the fancy boot. And that's perfect. With the money, we're actually able to get both of the helmets. So we have the adamant full helm and med helm. The med helm actually doesn't have any negative attack bonuses, so we'll probably use that when we're training magic and range in the future. And the full helm is just better for us to use if we're using our melee for the defense. So yeah, this is probably going to be our best stuff until we get the shade robes from the last floor. Alright. And on Barbarian Kill 222, I finally got the Iron Mace, which gives us one more melee strength, and this should be better than our Bronze Scimitar in general. I don't know if it's slow, if it's like way slower or not. I don't really see too much of a difference, so we should be fine. But this should be our best melee weapon that we get in the chunk. So everything else with training is literally just going to be like this, unless we get lucky and get rare drop table and get like a dragon spear or a rune spear, but that's very rare to get, hence the name, and it's not necessary for us to get since it's not considered a unique drop. So we probably actually move down to actually farming up our scepter piece. Alright, before we start the next grind, which will be getting the scepter, I want to first showcase 4 monsters. So first off, we have the Minotaur. As I was speaking before, these guys have negative melee defense, magic defense, and range defense. So these guys are going to be the best guys that I could train on if I want to hit for the most part at low level. They have really no noble drops. The only thing that might be a little bit interesting is the Mind Rune, so I could cast spells with it, and right skull half. If we look at the Flesh Crawler, these guys are going to drop us Dust Runes, which will cover our Air and Earth Runes. Body Runes, they're alright, but not too important. And the Fire and Nature Rune is important because that's going to be how we cast our actual like high level alchemy and low level alchemy. The iron ore is pretty interesting, so this is noted. I'll probably keep that and just stack it up in my inventory. Obviously we need the bottom part scepter, and of course it also could drop us that dragon spear if we could get it. These guys, the catapulpon, they're going to be important because, I mean, I guess we could have got added full med helm from these guys instead of buying it, but it's whatever. These guys drop a lot of good runes for us. They drop chaos and cosmic runes, which we will need later. Cosmic runes for chanting stuff later on, and chaos runes for actually training our magic. So as soon as we're able to get past the initial mind rune stage, we should be good. Other than that, we can't clean any herbs or anything since we haven't done druidic ritual, and none of this other stuff is noted. So other than that, the top of the scepter is only a good thing. And then if we look at the Anku, they drop us a black robe, which I think we need because it's going to be our best magic thing. We are also going to get some death runes and blood runes and adamant arrows and stuff, which is nice. And I believe they drop, yeah, they drop Mr. Ore noted and pure essence that's noted. I guess the pure essence that's noted doesn't really matter too much, but the Mr. Ore we will be keeping, and of course the last part of the skull half, and then we'll be able to get the scepter. So it's gonna take us a while to get there, so we'll probably just train mostly on these minotaurs, and hopefully we get lucky. The level 12 one only has a max hit of 2, but the level 27 has a max hit of 3. Okay, what? I just got the right score. I literally like just started here. That's Minotaur kill 7. What the heck? I was trying to enjoy my time here. I had my YouTube open at the side and everything, but no, we literally just got it so fast. And these guys are like really easy to kill because you like almost never miss, and these guys really don't hit hard at all. And I literally got a kill 7. I wasn't expecting that. I got dry on the Iron Mace and the Red Cape, so I didn't think I was going to actually get something like early on, but here we are. So I guess we could probably move on to Flesh Crawlers. I need to look at their max hit. The 28 has a max. Oh wow, they all have a max hit of 1. I did not know that. Okay, so these guys are going to be very easy as well. They in fact were not easy to kill. They hit pretty accurately, even if it's only a 1. I did kill the imp that wanders into this chunk every so often, and I was able to get the wizard hat, so that's going to be our best in slot magic hat, so that'll be nice when we're actually training our magic. Alright, so I just got my first dragon tutor little thing. I don't know what it's called exactly. I have 2 of these XP things. My inventory space is like cramped, but if we go over to the east, we'll be going over to the Cook's Guild, and above us we'll have the Obor grind. So I think for the most part what we want to do is just put everything to cooking for now, because even in the other chunk to the north of me had a thing where I had to get 34 to cook some things. So cooking will be what we're gonna do for a while. So we just completed a maze random. We got Mr. Ore, which is useless, but the Iron Arrow and the Chaos Runes are pretty nice. I'll keep that. It's going to be really helpful in the future. Count check coming in clutch with another lantern. Thank you very much, my little vampire dude. Not only did you get me here, but you're my goat. Alright, I just killed an imp not too long ago. The ashes is still right here, and it actually dropped a tinderbox, which is actually pretty nice, because the only other way I had of training my fire making is going into here, because if you add logs to these fires, you can train fire making that way, but those become the Forcer's fires, which take way longer to actually go and light up. So in between when I'm killing minotaurs and stuff like that, since minotaurs have negative defense, I just come up here and light logs while I wait for the beer and cook the meat to spawn on the table before I go down for a trip. So far these are the stats. I'm mainly just waiting to get to 50 for both of these before I get this up to 40, and after that we could try going to Flesh Crawlers and see if it's easier. If not, then I'll just get these up to 60 and that to 50, and then we should hopefully be alright. And I don't know, I might go for some of these higher level barbarians because they drop a better axe, but at the moment I don't know if I want it or not, so that's where I'm at right now. Alright, I just got my second clue that we can complete, so we just need one more for a guaranteed, so we have both of these. So now we only have to do is just keep juggling these and hopefully we get another one. I mean, thankfully they finally, I mean not finally, they did that update a while ago, because now you only have to wait like an hour before they despawn, and I have the timer up here, so they should never despawn. So I'll just keep juggling these 2 over here, and just throw all the trash ones I can't do over here, and then same with the easy clues. I don't think there's any easy clue I could do in this chunk. At least none of the steps that I've seen. But I'm happy that we got these two. Just one more, and I can actually complete a clue. And from the clue, what we would want is ideally a staff, so we can actually save on runes when we're training. Since our only way getting runes is killing like hundreds of monsters, or armor. Armor would be very nice. Actually, I would rather get armor. Either armor or bow. A bow so we can use all these arrows that we're getting. We can safe spot a lot of these creatures down here, including flesh crawlers, I'm pretty sure. So I either want armor or I want a bow so I can use my arrows, or if not even that, then I'll literally just go and use a staff, because all the things there will literally help save hours. If I could get a fire staff, I could literally just kill things for chaos runes, is cast fire strike with just like air or dust runes that the other ones below me drop. So we'll just have to see. As long as it's anything that isn't cabbage, I don't care. Alright, and with this log, that should be 15 fire making. So now we actually have the fire making level to do our highest level thing for fire making, which will be burn oak log. I need to get my wood cutting up to 57, not only so I could get oak, but also so I could cut the waka canoe, and that should be the last of my skilling, except for the magic casting high-level alchemy. Alright, I usually don't actually record my levels for melee because I feel like the early ones don't really matter, but this is 50 defense. It's pretty big, and now we can go and train our strength so we can hit harder, and then we can start working on our attack. It is time! Oh my gosh, we finally just got the third clues for the chunk that we can do, so we can finally do it. It wasn't too long after I started training my strength and everything. We're only at 41 so far. We have a total of 1,833 minutes for kills. It only took us to getting 43 clue steps, not clue steps, 43 beginner clues to get this. Let's open this up and see what we get. And we got a steel dagger. I'm just happy that we were able to complete a clue in this chunk. It's going to be very rare if we ever get as lucky as we did get, because I think when I looked it up, this like chances of getting everything, since it's like a 1 in 32 to get this one specific clue step, and you know it's like a 1 in 60 or 80 depending on which monster. So I think it'll take me up towards like maybe 18k or maybe even 20k to even get one. I mean, if I can get it passively while training, I'll do it that way, but I probably won't go out of my way. I'll just probably cast magic into everything and just get out of this chunk as soon as possible. I switched over to barbarians because not only did I want this iron axe that I just got, and I've been killing these higher level ones. Oh, they're not separated, but I've been killing the higher level barbarians. So now I have a way better axe. The best one I could get in this chunk, I'm pretty sure, unless I get like a black axe from Clue Scroll, I believe. I don't know if it's better or not. But yeah, I just like standing in here. These guys have better drops than Minotaurs. They still drop the arrows, so I could keep stacking up. I think they might drop a little bit less, but they drop mine runes, which I'll need, and all these other runes, especially like chaos runes and law runes and everything, which would be nice for later. And other than that, they have a better chance at giving me clue scrolls, like I said before. So it's kind of a no-brainer to just stick with these guys until I'm ready to do flesh crawlers. Just completed maze random. I got some feathers and iron arrows. Iron arrows are nice. They gave me a lot of feathers. I kind of don't want to drop them. I don't know. I think I'll drop the tinder box, to be honest. I have these 5 for training fire making. It's a little bit slower, but I don't really care too much. But yeah, I don't want my inventory being too full. I want to give a quick shout out to my boy Goblin Chunk. I did not know you could cast Monster Inspect at level 42 spell at level 1, so I can actually use this to do a lot of my magic training. I was really thinking about how I was going to do this, but this changes everything. Unironically, I don't have to worry about air runes and everything else. I can literally just keep casting this. It's just body and mind runes, which is a very common drops from a lot of these monsters around here. So wow, as soon as I get over to things like Even bones of bananas, superheat, low alchemy, I'll be able to do a lot because the flesh crawlers drop a lot of nature runes, and a lot of this stuff around here drop nature runes. So yeah, this is gonna be really fast. I thought magic was gonna be one of the slowest ones, but it's not going to be that bad at all. Here's a Bob random. I don't think I could get magic XP from this fishing one yet because I think you need a certain amount of magic before you start getting it. Unfortunately, I'll see. So I got to 7 fishing, which is pretty nice. I don't know when I'll be doing any type of fishing. I can't get a fishing rod, but I hope when I get my magic up, that could help me out a bit. Alright, and with that, we're at 50 strength. So, we got a good amount of runes from these goblins. Mainly was here for the body runes. The barbarians only drop the mind runes. They drop mind runes at a higher quantity, and it's pretty much the same drop rate. Our next step will be training our magic. Since our friend showed us that we can just do this, we'll just keep spamming this until we can't anymore, and I'll see what magic level I get to. Alright, so I used all of the body runes, and I was only able to get to 12 magic. I want to get over to 13 for Fire Strike because those flesh crawlers are going to be weak to Fire Strike. I can't even cast it yet since I need air runes, but they do drop dust runes and a lot of fire runes. So literally the only problem in this chunk is literally only getting the mine runes. And then the little like cat the little cow guys aren't weak to any element magic, so I'll just be using my best chaos rune spell for those guys. And for Anku, same thing, just using my highest level spell that I can cast. They do drop death runes, which will be pretty nice. I guess I'll be able to cast Wind Blast at 41 for those guys. Crumble and Dead? Well, actually pretty nice, because I think there's a zombie down there that drops chaos runes and other runes, so that's actually not bad at all. And there's also shades down there that we need to kill as well, so that'll be our hardest hitting spell, so that'll also be nice. So we'll be calling it here for this episode. I'll be going and grabbing some food, and then I'll be going over flesh crawlers, training my attack XP up to 40 at least, and then getting these back. I might not train my attack that high if I get lucky with the runes and I can start training magic. There's a lot of safe spots in there for those guys. I don't want to be meleeing those guys. They attack extremely fast, so it'll just melt me no matter what. So hopefully with my stats now, I'm finally able to actually tackle those guys.